Hey there, everybody. I'm going to rant a little bit here for a few minutes about something, and some of you might be able to relate to this. Let me know down in the comments if you can relate to this. I have been playing video games since the late 70s when someone brought a Pong machine into my house and they gave it to my family. And I fell in love with it automatically. A little 8, 9 year old me loved this game. If you don't know what Pong is this game where there are two paddles on either side going up and down. You move them, you control them with a little dial, turn it to go up or turn it to go down, and there's a ball in the middle that goes from one end to the other like that, and you hit the ball and it bounces back, and it's kind of like playing a little game of hockey, right? And it was a fun game at the time. It was really the first video game of its kind. So I've been playing video games for a long time, and now I'm 52, going to be 53 in May, and it's getting more difficult for me to play. And the reason is, as my body has gotten older, it's gotten more damaged, and one of the issues I have is that I've got some nerve damage. So when I play, my hand shakes a little bit. And what this causes me to do is, with my controller here, I'll give you an example, is that when I'm holding it, my thumb will shake as I play. I'll start to go like this. My thumb, it'll shake. And this makes it really hard to play any kind of first-person shooter or any kind of game that involves a lot of like shooting of some kind or another. So I've been sticking more to games that, like Assassin's Creed, where I do sword play or fighting or, something else like that. God of War, again, sword play, lots of swords, not a lot of boom like that, right? Or bang bang. And that's been fine, but it restricts me from a whole genre of games. And an example I'll give to you is this. I have the PlayStation Now subscription on PlayStation, and I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, the first Horizon game. And great graphics, great story, even though it's an older game, 3, 4 years old. Still a good game, holds up. But there's a lot of shooting, with a bow and arrow that you do in the game. And as I'm playing it, I'm finding it increasingly more difficult to hit anything. And it's because my thumb is doing that shaking thing that I was talking about earlier. So I did what I usually do. I went and tried to increase the aim assist. But the aim assist only has one setting in this game, and it's not that great. Now, I understand when you're playing a multiplayer game with a bunch of other people, aim assist it's not fair to them, right? I get that. Like if I'm playing Call of Duty, you don't really want to have aim assist because that's not fair to everybody else you're playing with. If you're doing matched or ranked games, it's kind of a cheat if you want to say. But games where there's no other players and it's just you playing it. Let's say like Red Dead Redemption. Let's say you're playing it on your own. Aim assist for me is absolutely necessary. And I imagine it is for other people who have different kinds of needs, special needs. Maybe it's not nerve damage, maybe someone with cerebral palsy or, some other kind of issue where they don't have complete neurological control over, their hands. They twitch a lot or something like that. And with an aging gaming generation, my own, I would say the first generation of gamers, um, we're getting older and we're going to need more help playing these games as we get older. So, this is kind of my plea to video game companies out there, video game designers, please keep in mind your older players. I know I'm not that old, only 53, but man, my body's gone through a lot in those 53 years. There's a lot of nerve damage. And as I get older, it's not going to get better. And I still want to play games. I still want to play the next Assassin's Creed game, or I still want to play the next God of War. Whoever knows what the next game that comes out is going to be. I still want to keep playing games. And if you want to keep me As a customer, you gotta help me out, okay? I love video games. Love them to death. But what am I gonna do when I can't play them anymore?